You probably heard the whispers, maybe even seen the headlines. The housing market softens. Prices dip for the first time in a decade. And let me tell you something. That little crack you're seeing, that might just be the opportunity you've been waiting for. No, this isn't 2008, but it is a shift. And for the first time in a very long time, the winds might finally be blowing in the buyer's direction. Now, Zillow and Redfin both recently forecasted a national price dip of about 1% for 2025. That might not sound like much, but it's the first annual decline in home prices since 2011. Translation? This is not business as usual. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still a hyper-local market. What's happening in Tampa is not what's happening in Raleigh, North Carolina. But nationally, the trend is clear. More homes, longer days on the market, and yes, softer home prices. And that, it's not bad news. That's leverage. Inventory is up. Now, according to Redfin, the number of homes for sale currently surged 17% year over year. That means more options, less pressure, and yes, more negotiating power for you. Homes are sitting a little longer, sellers are getting nervous, and for the first time in a while, buyers are calling more of the shots. You can ask for repairs. You can negotiate price. You can even get seller credits to help you buy down your mortgage rate. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You can negotiate like a pro in today's housing market. But here's the catch. That only works if you start with the right plan. And that plan doesn't start with the house. It starts with the home loan. Your first step is clarity. Knowing what you qualify for, what you can comfortably afford, and what your options look like before you start house hunting. Because walking in with the same as cash approval package from the Martini Mortgage Group is how you win before the game even starts. Now let's talk affordability. It is still tough out there. Yes, it's getting better than it was last year. Also, yes, wage growth is up about 4%. Home prices basically flat. And to that, a slight softening in mortgage rates. And you got a market that's inching closer to buyer-friendly territory. In fact, a recent Fannie Mae home price expectation survey showed that even the bearish analysts expect prices to rise long term. So if you're sitting on the sidelines hoping to time the perfect moment, here's the truth. You don't need perfect conditions. You need a smart game plan because this window of opportunity, it's not going to last forever. Let's clear something up right now. This isn't a housing crash. This is deceleration. Sellers who bought at the peak are trying to hold their price, but the market doesn't care what they want to make. Homes are sitting. Buyers are backing out. In April alone, over 50,000 contracts were canceled. Now, why is this? Because buyers have options now. They're walking if the deal doesn't feel right. They're playing offense instead of defense. So if you're buying in 2025, this is your advantage. There are motivated sellers out there. You don't have to search for a deal behind the scenes. You just have to find the for sale sign. Let's be real. Renting might feel safe, but let's do the math. $2,000 a month in rent, that's $24,000 a year. In 5 years, you paid $120,000 to help someone else build wealth, not you. A mortgage? That's a fixed payment building equity and long-term wealth on your terms. Even if rates seem high now, you can refinance later. But that rent, it only goes one direction. So if you're waiting for some magical moment to buy your first home, here's a secret. It doesn't exist. What does exist? A strategy tailored to your timeline, your budget, and your life. If you thought it was too late or too competitive, think again. This isn't a market to fear. It's a market to understand. Because my home buyers today, they're negotiating. They're getting credits and they're walking away from bad deals. You don't have to time the market. You just have to time your life. So if you're wanting clarity on what's possible for you, not someday, but right now, let's talk. I'm Kevin Martini, and I'm a certified mortgage advisor with the Martini Mortgage Group. And we take a fiduciary approach with the people we help. I don't just do loans. I build strategies because your interest is my only interest. I invite you to call me personally by dialing 919-238-4934. Again, my number is 919-238-4934. Remember, there is no market that will ever give you certainty, but a clear plan will all the time.